My experience, where I graduated in North Eugene High School, I actually got a 4-year scholarship to the University of Denver. But you kind of think through, well, let's see. I want to be an engineer, and maybe I'd like to be closer to home. I can bring my laundry home on weekends. And Gary Wildish, who was from Eugene, came to visit me, and I had no clue about fraternities. So he said, you ought to come and live in our house. I think you would enjoy that. That's how I got to Oregon State, and that's how I got to be a Fiji. It was just this naive kid getting led down the path, fortunately, to 2 good spots. As a first time in the family going to the university, I didn't know what to expect. A lot of the bonding came from actually living in my fraternity and people who cared about me, and I came to care about them. But then as an engineer, I was taught how to think. While I always thought, well, I'm a bright guy and I know a lot, I realized there's a lot I didn't know, but these people were there to help me, but not just to help me grow academically, but to help me grow as a person. That was a lifetime skill that I learned. I had been out of school for a number of years. I had a business in the Bay Area, and the dean of the business school at Oregon, where I had received an MBA, came to visit me. And it was pretty obvious why he happened to be dropping by. It wasn't that he was just in the neighborhood. And I told him, look, my heart's at Oregon State, but thanks for stopping by. A couple of years later, I get a call from him, and he says, you told me that your heart and your pocketbook would be at Oregon State, and it just so happens that I'm now involved with the Oregon State University Foundation. So I'd like to, invite you to come up and have a look around. I did. Got invited to join the foundation board. It was wonderful. It was so easy to embrace because it was meaningful service. The first of that meaningful work was to launch a campaign. The theme of the campaign was this amazing place, this historic moment. The role that I got to play in that early part was really fun. A lot of it was because it involved things that I cared passionately about, but a big part of it was the light that was there, the great work, the amazing things were just not visible. And to get the idea of getting the basket off and holding that light up so that people could see it and be guided by it was powerful. And there was this mission that Ed talked about, the true land-grant mission, where first-generation students or students of modest means see it as a place that they can call home. But then it was expanded to talk about serving the nation and serving the world. And then the people involved began to come into the fold that personified that. I recall when early stage of the campaign, the foundation received the biggest single gift it had ever received. To see the growth of what people are willing to invest in Oregon State, we can now celebrate $50 million gifts as vigorously as we celebrated 5. It's amazing, and it really does humble me to think that I was a part of it. I learned through experience that generosity is a joyful activity. You give to things that you think are important. You see the consequence of what you've done, and it just makes you feel good. Kaye and I both, when we became a part of the foundation, we made friends. We worked together with people, and in that working together, we bonded. Many of the best friends that we have are the result of the Oregon State University Foundation. After leaving Oregon State, I really never imagined getting reconnected in any meaningful way other than maybe going to a few ball games. To receive this award it's overwhelming. I could never have imagined that this would happen. To the extent that people find me worthy is very flattering, very humbling, and very appreciated.